Hi, everyone. This is our hot topic for the semester. We have charter schools. I am Diana, and I have Alexis and Taylor in the group as well.
Hello. Okay.
What are charter schools? A charter school is a tuition-free school of choice that is publicly funded but independently ran. Charter schools model and empowers teachers to provide innovative, high-quality instruction and gives them the anatomy to design a classroom that fits their students' needs. Basically, charter schools are able to accommodate different styles of students. For example, if we have STEM students, maybe they have a certain focus that they want to express their strength in, like mathematics, science, and so forth. There's also charter schools that accommodate different English-speaking, Chinese-speaking, Spanish-speaking students who can accommodate their language differences.
The guiding questions that we have for this presentation are: which goals or issues are charter schools designed to resolve? What types of outcomes should we expect from charter schools? Do charter schools get funded in a different way than public schools? Who or what acts as a district for charter schools? And what should be the relationships between charter schools and traditional public schools?
All right, so elements of a charter school. So right here we have multiple elements, and some of them include the education program, measurable pupil outcomes, outcome measurement, and government structure. So we'll go a little bit more into what those are. So with the education program, it is a description of the educational program of the school, designed, among other things, to identify those whom the school is attempting to educate. Now, with measurable pupil outcomes, it is the extent to which all pupils of the school demonstrate that they have attained the skills, knowledge, and attitudes specified as goals in the school's educational program. With outcome measurement, it is a method by which the pupil progress in meeting those pupil outcomes is to be measured. Now, with the government structure of the school, including but not limited to the process to be followed by the school to ensure parental involvement.
And to go furthermore with the elements of a charter school, we also have the racial and ethnic balance, which means the school will achieve a racial and ethnic balance among its pupils. So there's a lot of diversity in a lot of charter schools. Health and safety is another big one. The procedures that the school will follow to ensure health and safety of pupils and staff. Moreover, like the COVID pandemic we had, a lot of charter schools were able to fulfill all the students to make sure that their health and safety was intact.
And so some goals for charter schools. One is to educate students for future success, promote academic excellence and equity for a diverse population of students within the public education system, and provide a choice of educational opportunities within a public school system for parents, students, and educators.
So what type of outcomes should we expect? So the outcomes that we should expect are that students are more likely to graduate high school and go to college and receive higher earnings. Female students will less likely become pregnant, and male students will less likely to be incarcerated, and students overall are less likely to be absent. The last one is that students will receive better education opportunities from charter schools.
How charter schools are funded compared to public schools. Both charter and public schools are funded through the government. Charter schools receive funding through their authorizing district or county office. They get their funding from state tax income, grants, awards, and donations. Public schools receive funding through the state. They also get their funding from federal government, state government, local government, taxes, grants, awards, and donations. For charter schools, they get their state funds on a per-student approach, while public schools get more funding in terms of taxes. Charter schools might receive private funds to augment, but they get less funding in total. So overall, public schools tend to get a little more funding, but charter schools tend to have enough funding for their small set of students that they are preparing for.
So who is in charge for charter schools? So the majority of the California charter schools are independent and are run by nonprofit public benefit corporations, but there are also other charter schools that are dependent, which are governed by their local school districts.
So what are some relationships between charter schools and public schools? With charter schools, they tend to have higher turnover when it comes to educators and administrators. Public schools tend to have more security for educators and administrators, and principals in charter schools are more vulnerable to high rates of principal turnover because most charter schools are mission-driven, which makes it harder to recruit candidates with the right fit.
Why are charter schools important? Since charter schools face fewer state and local regulations than traditional public schools, students tend to have higher achievement in the classroom in the charter schools, which basically means that students who are attending a charter school are usually more focusedly driven, who tend to care more about what they're actually going for than most students in a public school. Charter schools offer diversity among students. They help students who are driven to focus more efficiently, and students receive better education opportunities.
And these are our resources that we have used in the slide. And that is it.
Hope you liked our presentation.
Thank you.